DownHome Sports, covering all the sports in Ellis County. Brought to you by Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Pinnacle Bank, not just another bank in Texas, but Texas and a bank. Located off of 287 in Midlothian, Texas. And Go City Pizza and Burgers. For artisan burgers, pizzas, and ice cream, make sure you go where it's delicious to Doe City Pizza and Burgers, located in Red Oak, right across from the high school. Today's busy schedules, we need flexibility. Pinnacle Bank is the way banking should be, with ATM Live, powered by the people. They have hours that make it easy. Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. You can just pull up to one of the easy to access ATMs, where there's always someone live, friendly, and knowledgeable to help you. Pinnacle Bank, not just another bank in Texas, but Texas in a bank. Member FDIC.
The battle to belong begins here, among the few, the proud, the Marines.
Welcome in the Midlothian Heritage Bells. We've got Sarah, we've got Hannah, and we've got Aaron. Now, I believe, Sarah, you are the captain. Hannah, you're the first lieutenant, correct?
Yes.
Now, Aaron, I didn't get a title. Do you have one?
I'm Miss Drill Team, but
I think that's impressive. I think that's impressive. So here, Miss Drill Teams, you can start us off. What does Miss Drill Team mean? How did you get that honor?
It was a team vote, and it was based on like someone who really incorporates who like is drill team. Even like I might not be the best dancer or leader, but I'm just like always spirited, always there to help girls out, and I love drill team. So
you're the nicest, is what you're saying.
I try to be.
There. Well, Sarah, I'm gonna come to you since you're the captain. Talk to us about being on the drill team. I know everybody gets caught up in football and baseball and basketball, and we actually had Midlothian Band on earlier. There's more than just these sports that have to do with the ball. You guys are active. You guys practice. You spend tons of hours. Talk about everything that goes into participating with the drill team.
Drill team really is truly, there's nothing like it. It is the best thing that I have personally ever gone through. I love every single part of it, but it is definitely hard work. And I think that's probably the best part about it. It definitely teaches you how to be responsible, how to pre-plan, have organization skills. It gives you so many different aspects to be able to incorporate later on in your life. You have practices every single morning at 7 a.m. And though it does get tough, you just have to push through it, and you do it for everybody else around you. And it really is just so, it's so rewarding just being out there on that field, on that stage, competing at contests with those girls, knowing that you put your entire heart into those routines that you're putting it out there. And though no matter the outcome, you know that you worked for it and that you love these girls no matter what happens.
Well, and Hannah, one of the things, before we get into competition mode here, I know y'all's organization is very big in giving back to the community. You work with the Manor House. You've got a bunch of different charities. Matter of fact, there was just an event at one of the parks. Y'all were out there doing face paintings for little kids for several hours. Talk about learning to give back and have that responsibility of being a mentor to so many other people.
Well, we really love like all of the organizations in our school, and we want their support, so we try and support them as much as we can. And then as well as with the community, we want to give to them since they've given so much to us. They're the people that come out and watch us. They pay for our stuff. They help us get to where we've been. We've only been around for 7 years, I believe. And so the amount of growth that we had would have been possible without our community and the support around us from like our family and our friends, and then business owners and just community members. So we want to make sure that we can give back as much as possible, and then really support like the kids and especially young girls, because they will be the people that are making up our team in 10 or so years. So we want to make sure that they see us and that they can think like, oh, those people are so cool. Look at all they can do besides just dancing and like being a team. They can help us, and they're fun to be around and helpful.
Awesome.
Hannah, that was such a great answer that you actually tied into my next question. So great job. Aaron, I'm going to come to you. She mentioned the little girls in the community. And I know you go to a football game on a Friday night, and you'll see some little girl running around in a cheerleading outfit. Or you'll see some girl trying to do tumbles. But what it is that they are looking at you guys, and they're thinking that they can do that someday. And how does it feel to be that example and to set that there is something for these girls to do? If you want to do dance, if you want to do drill, that it's exciting. And you get to be in front of all these people. Talk about the example that you do get to set for those young girls.
Okay, well, that's been my dream since I was a young girl, actually. Growing up when it was just the Pantherettes, and I used to see the captain and the white and just all the girls kicking and stuff. And I thought, like, oh my gosh, I want to be her. And it's so cool that like now we get to do that. And like, I don't know, it's not even like, it doesn't feel like reality, because we're those girls in those uniforms kicking and like all the, like, I don't know, it's amazing to me seeing that we become what I've always wanted to be. And like soon those girls will get to experience that, and like how cool it is that our team is actually like a real family, and that we are like, I don't know, we've got some of the sweetest girls, the most hardworking, and then like the most talented, because we're not just dancers, but we have like lots of girls that are singing and painting, and just all these other girls just come together. And so it's really cool.
Well, and Sarah, a lot of people don't realize, other than your parents and maybe some people in the bands and stuff, but y'all have your own individual UIL competitions throughout the year as well. Could you talk about those and maybe something that y'all maybe have coming up the first year?
So every year we go to ADTS competitions, and ADTS is American Dance and Drill Team, and that's just an association to help bring all of the drill teams together within the area and just come together and compete for that title of like the best of the best teams and just all that good stuff. Everything that goes into it, it's such hard work. It's so super hard. It's not even describable. It's so much just repetition, going over those dances just over and over and over again. It's so hard. And getting up at 7 a.m., it really is super hard, but it's definitely is worth it once you get to contests. And this past year we got, we got 7th overall. Yeah. We got 7th overall team at nationals this year. And whenever we got that award, it instantly just sparked with us. We knew all the work was worth it. And so it's such a great feeling knowing that you're putting in all of this work every single day, going into practice, like you're tired from the practice before this, just going in that next day, knowing what you're going for and just trying to achieve that. And so once you finally get to that contest, achieving that, or just like really getting any award there, it really is the best feeling, because you know that you did it for a purpose and that you're doing it with your best friends.
Well, awesome. Very, very well said. Hannah, I got to ask too, it's not just you guys, you interact with the band. You got to, it's not just, hey, we're on our team with some music. You get out there and can do stuff with the band and every team as well. Talk about the relationship there and getting to work with a different side of things on the band side.
We love our band so much. Like, I know all three of us we have really good friends. A lot of the band kids are in my classes, so I'm friends with them, and I love being able to like watch them and support them. And then they are like our backbone of football season. Without them, we don't do stand routines, we don't do football routines. I mean, we can with recordings, but it's not as cool to see like, hey, there are multiple organizations, we're coming together to support our football team and our cheerleaders, and we're using the band to help us. Like, they're helping us shine, and then we love to give back and support them because they're so great. They've grown so much, all of my friends that are in band love it, and they can't believe, we can't believe how much we've grown since me and Sarah's freshman year. They can't believe how much they've grown, and there are so many kids in there, and we really love our band, and we are so happy for them. We love to have socials just to get to know them, because they are, like I said, they are the backbone of our football season. Without them, it won't be as interesting, and we won't be able to do as much stuff as we are able to do. So we love to get to know them and support them in their competitions and in their performances.
Well, Aaron, how great is it to be a part of getting these teams, and not just football teams? Y'all go out and y'all do performances at basketball games. You do it at volleyball games sometimes, but being there for everybody in your school in one aspect or another. I know that y'all help out with plays and stuff like that, doing dance routines. So it's a very multifaceted deal. But how good does it feel from a personal standpoint to be that versatile and inspire that many people?
It's one of the best feelings in the world, getting to be part of something bigger than yourself. We don't do this for us. We do it because we want to support, and we want to be spirited and show that, we're here for our school. And it's just something, it's so cool to just be us.
Okay.
Well, Sarah, I want to ask you, when you get out there for the first home football game, the lights are on, you got hundreds, if not thousands of people out there, and just how good of a feeling is it? Is it nerve-wracking? Is it butterflies, or is it more of just this is awesome, this is what I do it for, let's go?
It, just like I said earlier, there truly isn't anything like it. It is truly the best feeling in the entire world. I love just being out there and being with those girls, being able to perform and come together with them to show the audience what we can do as an organization. Not only do we want to be role models to this community, we want them to see us and be like, wow, they are so great. They put in so much work, and this routine looks flawless. We want everybody to really appreciate that. So we put everything out on that field, and it is simply the best.
Well, and I got to ask this, because my sister was a drill team person, right? Is it still an aspiration of most high school drill team girls to make it to Kilgore, to be a Rangerette?
Yes, sir. It is beyond, it is incomprehensible for a drill team girl to go on and go to Kilgore, to go to the best world-renowned drill team in the entire world. And I'm planning on trying out for Kilgore. And so if I make that team, that will be definitely just, I don't even know, but I hope I make it. And it is seriously the best drill team organization. And so I would love to go take my roots back here in Midlothian and take it to Kilgore and show everybody in Kilgore, everybody who goes and watches the Kilgore Rangerettes, to show what Midlothian has for the drill team world as a whole.
Well, Seth, I had a sister. She was in the drill team, and all she did was tie combs up to her ceiling and kick them all the time till she started putting holes in it. So if you tell me these girls ain't athletes, if you can kick a hole in the ceiling from the floor, that's pretty darn amazing. But ladies, we want to thank y'all for joining us tonight. Really hope that y'all had a good time with this, and can't wait to see y'all out there on Friday nights, especially in the next couple of weeks, getting these teams fired up and these fans fired up. Thank y'all so much.
Are you hungry for the best burgers, fries, and pizza in Ellis County? Well, stop by Doe City Pizza and Burgers, where the ingredients are fresh every day and stacked up just the way you like them. Custom seasoned fries and burgers right off the grill on in-house fresh homemade buns. So head on down to Doe City Pizza and Burgers, where everything there is delicious. Doe City Pizza and Burgers is located in Red Oak, Texas, right across from Red Oak High School. Make sure you come down and have the best burgers and service in Ellis County.
Hi, my name is Hayden Hartman. I play offensive tackle and defensive tackle, and I'm number 50. My name is Wyatt Toomey. I'm number 3, and I play wide receiver and defensive back. My name is Matt DeCuros. My number is 6'6", and I play center and defensive tackle.
My name is Derek Willis. My number is 28. I play running back and linebacker.
I'm Nathan Greek. I'm a quarterback, and I'm number 11.
I'm Anthony Lopez, number 5, slot receiver.
My name is Tommy Dixon. I'm number 6. I play receiver.
Kai Rigdon, number 7, running back / linebacker.
Hello, my name is Chase Moffitt, number 2, strong safety.
My name is Kenny Gaditza. I'm number 12 and I play free safety.
All right, my name is Ivan Garcia. I'm number 4. I play running back and linebacker.
Playing for Ferris means everything. We come out here every day and we work really hard. I mean, we got all the guys out here at 8 in the morning till 12 in the afternoon, just busting their butts.
I think it means putting in the work every single day, working hard, coming to practice every day, and being here. Proud of where you come from, and always putting in that work when no one's watching.
Playing for Ferris, it really just means like hard work and dedication. Over the summer, we've been reading this book, Chop, Cook Wood, and Carry Water, and it's all about the little things, and that's what playing for Ferris is the hard work and the little things.
It means everything to me to play for Ferris. I've lived in this town my whole life, and I love it here. I love the community, I love the people, and it makes me proud to play for them.
It just means brotherhood and hard work. We just give it our all every day. It means the love, the brotherhood, and just being able to play with these boys again on the field is a blessing. Coming here to actually have fun and it just not be all serious sometimes. Yes, it will be serious, but mainly the love and fun that we have with each other.
The dedication and everything we have on the field, we're always here for each other every day, no matter what, and we always push each other.
It means a lot to me, and it's something I wouldn't trade for anything. And it's a blessing to come out here, play with my brothers every day. Come put in the work with them so we can get the results during the season.
Just work hard, just push until you can't.
We've been working out all day, or not all day, but in the mornings, and we've all been here, we've all been working, and we've been putting in the work, and so we want to see that come to fruition this season.
Talk about the brotherhood here at Ferris.
The brotherhood is great. We spend a lot of time together. We are all we got, so we always have to be 100 with each other.
It's very strong. On and off the field, we do everything for each other. We try to have team dinners every week and hang out all the time, so it's just a very strong connection between me and other guys.
I think it's really strong. We practice a long time together. We try to be here every day and connect with each other every day more and more.
When I first got here, I felt like I was immediately at home. Everybody welcomed me in, so we're all close. We all don't want to let each other down, so that's why we work so hard. We don't want to let each other down.
For 4 years, this is starting 4 years, and all these people are family to me when I came here. The brotherhood it's a brotherhood. We're all brothers. I love everyone that I play with so very much.
The brotherhood here is just crazy. We text each other every day. We're just like family.
We're all really close. We've known each other for a long time. I'm really close to these guys. These are my brothers on and off the field. We really enjoy playing with each other.
Something like no one else has. We all love each other. We all have respect for each other. We all have mostly came up with each other since we were young. We love each other unconditionally no matter what we do.
Always have each other's backs, no matter what. We're always going to play our hardest, and we're going to go full speed no matter what.
We built an unbreakable bond. We've been here for each other since we were younger. We take care of each other, during the school, anywhere, during school, on the field, just anywhere, we're always there for each other.
what, Ellis County? It's football season again, but guess what that means? We need the band because they're the soundtrack to every one of our Friday nights and our high school experiences out in Ellis County. We'd like to welcome in the Regiment's own Mr. Dorn. Mr. Dorn, how you doing tonight?
Doing fantastic. Thanks for having us.
And who are these lovely young ladies you got with you there?
Directly next to me, I've got Kaylee Hendricks. She's a junior, one of our drum majors. And to her left is Brianna Adams. She's a senior and also drum major.
Well, Brianna, what is one of the responsibilities? A lot of people don't know unless you've been in a band. What's one of the major responsibilities of being a drum major?
I would definitely say responsibility is making sure that all of the people that I guess lead the sections, like saxes and trumpets and all of that, that they know what they're doing and that you're making sure that they're okay and everyone's having a good time as well.
Good.
Well, Kelly, I want to ask you. I know that everybody loves to come out and at halftime they get to see the band show. I get to see you march around, but there is a lot of hard work and dedication behind the scenes that goes into it that maybe just someone shows up and, man, hey, that looks cool. It's more than that. Talk about the preparation and the hours of work, whether it's in working on your music or it's out marching, practicing your steps. Talk about everything that goes into getting prepared to do a show.
Well, you are right. There is so much that goes into just an 8-minute marching show. I mean, currently we are in the middle of our band camp, which is, we're 4 hours outside from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. And then we spend 4 hours inside working on our show music. And that goes on for about 3 weeks. And then all throughout football season, we're outside at 6:45 in the morning, getting down those steps and memorizing our music and just making sure that we all know as a collective group what to do and when to do it.
Well, Mr. Doran, while a lot of people may see it and say, that halftime show is pretty cool, y'all doing that on Friday nights, it serves a bigger purpose. And I believe correctly, this is one of your competition years, correct?
That is correct, yes.
Kind of talk about the competition of the marching show and then what all goes into it after just performing for halftime on a Friday night.
Yeah, so, well, you were talking about preparation. We start thinking about our marching show really when we end marching season in November. So we start to have meetings as a staff and, we generally will have something figured out by January, early February at the latest, so we can get music arranged. And it is a process. I mean, we kind of storyboard the idea of the music and the movements, how everything's gonna coordinate. So, Friday night, is a big deal for us in terms of supporting the Panther football team. We do have a real strong fan base that comes out to see us at halftime, and we're trying to do something for the community as well as the student body as well, just bringing everybody together.
Well, and Kaylee, one of the things is y'all got this amazing show I've heard about. Mm-hmm. That can you tell us give us a little sneak behind the curtain a little bit?
It's Jules. It's not really telling a story, but rather putting us in a fantasy, like a time and place kind of thing. It's staged and enhanced through prop and art costuming.
Wow.
That's descriptive. I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see her.
She's not giving up the beans here. I know.
She's like,
she's only close to the best.
You got to show up. Ms. Adams, I want to ask you, as a band, I know when you go to any sporting event, I know there's action on the field, but you can feel the life in the crowd when you guys play. As a member, especially of the drum corps, who really and honestly probably gets the most hyped out of anybody, talk about, can y'all feel the energy, and can you feel when you're out there performing that the crowd's getting into it, and along with the action on the field, you're helping to create that environment?
Absolutely, we can. A lot of the times when it's fans, it's usually our parents that support us along. It's always students as well, but you can always hear your parents go, yeah, let's go. And we can definitely feel it throughout us. And I know we like to kind of hype ourselves up before we go out too, whether it's a halftime performance or a competition or even just like a practice. We'll be like, okay, let's do this. We got it. And you can just feel the energy and you can feel it throughout the whole entire time usually.
Well, Mr. Dorn, you know, one of the things that most people don't think about the band and everything is, you know, a lot of the bands in the area, and especially in Ellis County, you know, they normally post like playing the school song for the first time in the hallways, stuff like that. I know y'all are big about doing that as well. But just talk about, I mean, it's not a football season deal. You know, even in a non-competition year, y'all are doing march outs when, you know, people are making it to state. Y'all are so supportive of every program. You know, how good does it feel to be the award-winning regiment and be the heart and the soul of your high school?
So you're absolutely right. The regiment's an integral part of the spirit of the campus, and you know, we're a year-long organization where, you know, we're supporting every sport and even theater, dance throughout the year, playing for them and different community events as well. So you know, it's a staple here at MHS and in the community as well. So.
Well, I'll tell you what, ladies, I got a question for both y'all. What is your favorite thing about being a part of the regiment? Okay, let's start with you.
My favorite thing about being part of this regiment is just how many, like, going into high school and being a part of something so huge. I'm talking over 200 students, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're part of something so huge, and that makes you feel so important. And then you automatically have 199 other friends who you know will talk to you and have your back in any situation. And then growing up to be a sophomore and then a junior, you get to see freshmen feeling that same exact way, maybe about you or your friends. And you can just see that they are building so many relationships, and it's nice.
You ready, youngster?
Yes. I would say for me, I would 100% agree with Kaylee, but I think for me, it's a lot of just like energy and looking forward to something every night, or at least every Friday night and Saturday. I always look forward to this time of year, and I'm always like, okay, when's the first football game? When's the first competition? You know, what songs are we going to learn this year? And, you know, meeting new people. And just having a lot of like happiness around you. That's what I feel like in this time of year. It's just, you're always super happy. Yes, you have your hard times of, you know, a little bit of frustration and wanting to get things done maybe a little faster or a little easier, but you're always going to have just a really, really amazing time with all the people around you and what you're doing.
Well, Mr. Dorn, you know, I've always wondered, you know, when we go get the mace, or is it called the mace or the hammer?
The mace.
For our drum makers.
Yeah.
The mace, right?
Yeah, they use them
Okay.
in parades.
Well, yeah. When we gonna get that out on the field sometime? You know, I want to see this. Get these ladies a little bit of going on with that mace a little bit. But in all seriousness, you know, people don't realize, you know, your band is part of your community. You know, I had the pleasure of getting to see y'all at the 4th of July parade there in Midlothian. I know the rest of the bands were in their respective cities. And, you know, what would you tell a youngster out there that, you know, is kind of on the bubble because they're like, hey, man, it's going to cost me 5 pairs of shoes to practice with the marching band during the summer. You know, I think that's the average that you go through. But, you know, what would you do to encourage a young musician out there to be a part of their local band as well?
Yeah, I think, you know, you know, whatever you're most interested in, I mean, go for it. And, you know, try as many things as possible. We try to have our kids, you know, not just uniquely involved in the band, but if they're athletes, if they're into choir, dance, whatever, having them plugged into those things as well. But certainly if, you know, there's an instrument you see as you're growing up and you want to give it a try, I mean, boy, jump in there and go for it.
Well, ladies, could y'all speak about that a little bit more? I mean, I personally know, you know, Fletcher Newman, he's on the drum line. He's a baseball player. Fletcher pretty much is all over the place. But I know y'all have a couple of football players that have played as well in the regiment. Can y'all just talk about how unique that experience is of having those people just like come off the sideline and help you out? or being there for a baseball playoff game and Fletcher's out on the mound and y'all are so close and tight?
So I would definitely say it's like it is definitely unique. A lot of kids are hesitant sometimes to be able to do such things, and we always try to encourage, hey, this is something that you can absolutely do. You can play baseball, you can play tennis, you can play volleyball and do band at the same time. It doesn't matter, what you're doing. And we're always encouraging of those kids, do your sport, do your thing. We're going to have your back no matter what you do. And I know that you're going to also have our backs whenever we do band and you're having, a type of tournament for their sport.
I absolutely agree with her. It adds so much support into everyone. And then especially for those incoming freshmen who have the thought, well, I'm in softball, I can't do band. But then they come to our, incoming freshman night where we have all of the 8th graders come and play with our top band. And, we give recognition to those football players and those softball players and those tennis players that are also in band and color guard, and that gives them, you can kind of see them start to think, well, I can do both of these things. And then it also just adds a bit of recognition for our program out there in the school.
Well, Mr. Dorn, the last time y'all competed was the start of the COVID season. And, a lot of people didn't get to make it down there and check y'all out and everything. But how exciting for you was it to have the regiment make it back to the state competition, going towards the finals?
Yeah, absolutely. The kids, that was 2019. So the kids just were amazing, and our fan base as well, parents, administration, community. It was, truly an exciting time. And, there are kids in the regiment currently who were there in San Antonio. And so that's certainly one of their goals this season is to get back there. And it's a long process, but it starts now. And, we talk about it a lot. The little things make big things happen. And so we're trying to check all those boxes now here in August.
Well, I'll tell you what, Seth, we want to thank y'all for joining us here tonight, but most off, I get to hear y'all every Friday night, but thank y'all and all the bands in our counties for being the soundtrack to our Friday nights and Tuesday nights, because I know y'all come out and support on that stuff as well. But we appreciate it, and good luck on your UIL year this year, and we wish you nothing but the best from DownHome Sports.
Thank you.
Thank you.
In a relentless world, always connected, but somehow alone. Trapped by illusion. We offer another path where the battle to belong begins. Awakened by a calling. United by purpose. Defined by the cause you fight for. And it's not about you! First you gotta get over the other! No one can ever take away what it means to be among the few, the proud, the Marines.
We would like to welcome in BJ and Misty Young. Thank y'all so much for joining us. This is with the Red Oak Kiwi football, correct?
That's correct.
Awesome. Well, we welcome you in to talk some sports here in Ellis County with DownHome Sports. And I know that you guys have an important job to do. Y'all helping develop, you're helping to spend time with the youth out in Ellis County, specifically with Red Oak. So tell us a little bit of what you got going on right now down there in Red Oak.
Well, down here, first of all, thanks for having me on, first of all. Well, we're in the process of rebuilding. Due to a COVID year last season, we only had around roughly about 60 players. And we was just trying to see how we can rebuild it. We knew our season was going to be kind of tough. We did have a tough season due to COVID, but we got a new board of directors, and we all came to a conclusion like, hey, how are we going to make this thing successful? What do we do? And one of the things was we contact Coach Quintero, who's now at Cedar Park. He was our head coach here out at Red Oak. But let's contact him. Let's see what he can do. Let's see how he can help us. And it was good from there. We started advertising. We got a great social media director. She got out on Twitter. She got out on Facebook. And then we just wanted to exploit this league. I mean, it seemed like the league was down there for a minute, but we wanted to get it going, get it uprising, get it successful. And through all the help, man, I mean, we got over 200 plus kids now. So it was great.
Awesome. Well, Misty, you know, as a person who has been president of a rec association for a couple of them, there's always that nice lady that's standing on your side that really is the one running things.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just get that straight, Seth. You ain't there yet. So talk about just some of the back stuff. I mean, to get 200 kids through the system and to get them their paperwork done and all that stuff. Just talk about the hours and the time that goes into running one of these leagues.
Yeah, most definitely. I tell you, it does take a lot of work. And thank goodness we have a really dedicated board because it takes multiple people. All of us are parents who have kids in the league. And so we all have full-time jobs outside of football. And then football, after we hang up our work hat, becomes our full-time job after that. And so we all share a passion that we really wanted to reach out to the community. We want to spread the word about just youth football, just get the word out. And so what we did towards the end of last season was actually get the parents' feedback. I mean, that's the best way that we can prove is look at, hey, what can we improve on? What do y'all want to see next year? What are our growth? And so from that, we polled our parents. We took out the top 5 things that would say, okay, this is what we're going to prove. And one of the biggest things on there was growth. We want to see growth. And it's like, what can we do to grow? And so talking with people in the community, we found that a lot of people didn't even know we had a youth football league or cheerleading. And so that was our priority, putting that out there. Developing social media. I mean, that was a huge stance for us. That's the new thing these days. And so really kind of adapting to our audience and what's out there. Another thing that we found is, so logistically, football is a lot of work. It's a lot of paper trail. It's a lot of registration. It's a lot of pulling birth certificates, certifications, different things. So we found a registration platform that was able to completely turn everything electronic, which is amazing. Saved us a lot, and it was easier for the parents. But one of the biggest bonuses, kind of side bonuses on this, was the registration platform we had a built-in payment plan for our parents. And that was another feedback that we received is, we love football. We want our kids to be in it, but it is so expensive. And that was the one thing that we identified is, we don't want any kid to be turned away, whether it's football or cheer, because it's expensive or it's hard. You know, parents met a lot of financial challenges through COVID that no one had ever seen before. And so we just developed, hey, No Child Left Behind. We put together a scholarship program this past year, and it just blossomed past any of our expectations. And so through that, we were able to fund kids, cover their registration cost. A lot of them, we were able to cover registration and for uniforms through sponsors and private donors. And that was just a huge blessing for us. You know, I think right now we're just working, kind of getting all of our rosters in order, getting ready to start and gear up for the season. So first game slated for September 4th.
Man, I'm already fired up.
Heck yeah.
If I had a son, I would sign him up, but I'm blessed with 2 daughters. But BJ, I want to talk to you. You know, this league, it's for the development of the kids. And I don't know, a lot of it starts with the basics. I'm sure the X's and O's are very easy at this age. But you talked about being in talk with Quintero when he was here, as far as getting it started up. Is there any discussions between you and maybe the coaches in the league of trying to implement in a way for these kids that are going to be growing up through the Red Oak system, going to Red Oak Junior High, going to Red Oak High School, to maybe some of the plays maybe some of the schemes that you are introducing to these young kids are actually a part of the schemes that are done at the higher level. So it's almost like an easier transition. Is that part of what you guys do?
Yes, sir. Matter of fact, I'm going to be meeting with the new Red Oak Kid football coach, Coach Holmes, who came over from DeSoto. Had a nice talk with him, and we're all my coaching staff. We're gonna go over there. We got 30 coaches all in total, so we're gonna go over there and basically we just want to implement what the middle school, what the high school is doing. I mean, these kids, they're going to be with them. And if it can make it a bit easier for the high school coach, is, you know, we're teaching the tackling, we're teaching the blocking, we're going to teach all the schemes that they need to know. Basically, all they need to do is just go to middle school, and it's already there for them. Coach Holmes is very excited. I'm excited, and that's the new goal here in Red Oak. We want to start this youth program to implement the high school and middle school program, so those kids will have a ideal of, okay, I know how to do this. We done this in Pee Wee football. We done this in youth sports. So we know what to do, coach. Just let us know what we need to do. And we got it. I mean, all our coaches told us. So just get us in there. We got it.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking. Give them a step ahead. Well, on top of that, BJ, how awesome is it, like Coach Holmes and even Coach Quintero before him, that the high school varsity coaches are showing that interest and willing to take the time, meet with you guys, meet with your coaches. So that way they are putting in time and investment. It's not just, hey, I'm dealing with a kid from 15 to 18 years old. No, I'm putting time and investment into my community. How does that make you feel as a parent and a coach?
Oh my goodness, it makes me feel wonderful. I mean, just to be, you know, mentioned in the same sentence as, hey, youth football and middle school, high school football were all together. I mean, it was amazing when I got the call from Coach Holmes. He actually called me, and he wanted to work. He wanted, hey, you guys, I want to work with you guys. I want to show you guys basically what my scheme is, so you guys can have that scheme and you guys can learn it. And when he said that, I mean, it was great. I was so excited. The coaching staff here was excited about it. Actually, right in the back here, they're already learning some defensive stuff back here, implemented from that DeSoto high school here to Red Oak. And I mean, when he told me that he was very excited to meet us and want to implement his system in with us, it made me feel great. I mean, Red Oak it's growing. It's a big community. We ain't as big as South Lake, but we know that if we can implement that same system, just like those South Lake Carroll boys do, you know, they multiple high school state championships over there. We want to bring that same implement system here to Red Oak and help those guys out. I mean, it starts with your youth coaches. I've coached the seniors that's now at Red Oak. I coached those guys in Pee Wee, and guarantee you, they don't remember their middle school coach. They don't remember their math teacher, but they come up to me, Coach BJ. They know me, and it's because I spent that time with them, and I'm excited.
Well, Misty, you know, you got a son of your own out there playing, and you know these coaches, they ain't gonna be watching the kids on Friday night. They're watching to see what the coach is running so they can add it to the playlist, right? But talk about, you know, the impact on these young men and ladies from a cheerleading standpoint, football standpoint, to your organization, and what it allows them to do and allows them to become.
You know, that's a really great point. So one of the things that we wanted to do was make a positive impact on the youth for football and cheer. And we have been able to achieve that through the collaboration with our coaches in Red Oak ISD. This past spring, we held a spring camp. And with that, we had the high school coaches. We had a lot of the middle school coaches, as well as the varsity and JV football players out there with our youth, going over drills, looking at that and seeing the kids' faces and saying, oh, I watched him on Friday night. I saw him. And it was just amazing. They look up to these guys. They truly are role models, and they say, I can be there. And so if we can make a difference in just one child's life, to have something, a goal, to think I could have never been or never even thought they could have played football or been able to do anything, and see that they're learning these great new skills and developing these great new talents. And so that's what it's about. Our cheerleaders have grown by, oh my goodness, 300% growth from last year.
Yes.
And so it's been amazing. And that we collaborated. We just finished a youth cheer camp, and that was the high school cheer coach, and all of the high school cheerleaders from varsity and JV came out and, showed some cheers and did some stunts with our cheerleaders. And it was just amazing seeing them together. Even the high school cheer coach said, wow, a lot of your cheerleaders that just completed last year finished 6th grade with you guys. They're now with me this year, and I'm so thankful.
Yeah.
So it's all starting to come full circle. It's great to see that such a positive impact on our kids.
Well, and BJ, one of the things most people don't understand about youth and rec football, okay, is the fact that y'all have to travel like all over the place to play in the league. So my question to you is, are we going to be able to rally Ellis County together and have an Ellis County Youth Football League?
Oh my goodness, me and Missy was talking about that. I mean, why are we going to Saginaw? Why are we going to Lake Worth? I don't mind playing those guys. I mean, I'll play them anytime, but I mean, we have enough towns, cities out here to collaborate. I mean, you talk about the Midlothians, you talk about the Red Oaks, the Waxahachis, the Ennises, Palmer, Ferris. We can either keep going down. I mean, we can go grab Whitney. We can go grab Venus, Italy, we can Maypearl. I mean, we have enough cities in this Ellis County to where we can have an Ellis County Super Bowl. I mean, and we could play it at Lumpkin Stadium, or we could play it at Midlothian, that stadium over there. I mean, we have enough cities and towns to do this, to run our league, and a number of great people that can really put it together. I mean, you're looking at one right here next to me. I mean, she can run it. But I'm looking forward to collaborating and getting with some of these presidents of associations and see if we can put our own Ellis County teams together. And that's just not football. I want to put volleyball. I want to put basketball, baseball, soccer. I mean, I know it ain't cold out here, but hockey, I mean, it's expensive sport, but we have enough towns and enough cities that we can collaborate and do that.
Amen. Well, Misty, you talked about some philanthropy earlier, right? People that were making donation, corporate sponsorships. Now, one of the things that, in talking with BJ earlier, was the fact that pads are a big concern. So how might somebody be able to go out and find out what kind of youth pads you need and possibly make a donation to those to y'all?
Yeah, that's a great question. The one thing we found is with our great growth this past year, it is the need for equipment. And that's the one thing that we try to provide for our parents because it's expensive. So we do have equipment rentals for them. So it's helmets and shoulder pads. And so we also found this year that we've got some really big kids and they're needing some adult sizes. And so we're really excited about that because there are some big kids. And so part of that, we actually have a sponsorship package. And so we've got it complete with different levels of donations, or if you would like to donate, equipment, we have all of our information on there to make contact. That way, we can get the needs met for the youth, continue to grow and serve the community in that sense. But definitely, growth with equipment right now, helmets especially, because those are on a national shortage.
Yeah.
So
well, BJ too, is there a way if anybody maybe in the county wants to get involved, that's not necessarily in Red Oak, whether there's some people still in Red Oak, but if there's anybody around us kind of that wants to get involved in youth football, is there a way for them to maybe get in touch, maybe some coaching opportunities or any kind of help that you guys need out on the field?
Oh yes, sir. I mean, right now, I'm in need of some 12U coaches. Great opportunities for those 12U coaches. There was one coach that he actually got on with Roosevelt High School. Yeah, I'm also losing a 7U coach. He's actually going to be coaching out here in Red Oak. So I'm losing all my youth coaches to high school. It's just I'm glad, but it's kind of a bittersweet. Those guys are starting their careers there at coaching. Started out here coaching youth. Now they're going up to the high school kids. But yes, anybody wants to get involved, I don't care if you're Midlothian, Waxahachie, if you would love to help me out and help coach or even give me any ideas, I mean, you can contact me anytime. I mean, my number is 806-407-0518. You call me directly, or you can call, go online. It's at www. What is it? ROYFA.org.
There you
My
go.
social
There you
media,
go.
my social media director had to help me with that one. I've always messed that one up.
And there's a direct link on our website for volunteers. And so it's not just coaches. We've got volunteer slots for all kinds of things this year.
Yeah, concession stand. We probably need a couple of off-duty police officers. Those games get kind of competitive out there.
Well, we want to give a tip of the cap to y'all for the great job y'all are doing over in Red Oak as far as showing the guidance, showing mentorship, showing the possibilities to the youth in our county. It's an amazing thing. It's a yeoman's task that you've taken on, and we salute you for that. And folks, doesn't matter if you're in Red Oak, Midlothian, Waxahachie, Italy, get behind your youth sports, because someday, guess what? That kid's going to be playing for your high school, and you're going to want to be there on Friday nights. You can say you saw him win. And just can't say enough about what y'all are doing. And let us know how things are going, and maybe we can check back in with you here about mid-season.